I don't know about you guys, but my car is definitely like a Puma that drives on all fours. Welcome to the Red versus Blue special weekend edition, All-Star weekend edition of Tavern Talk. We have a super awesome crew here tonight for this not necessarily last minute, but it kind of feels like it. Tavern Talk. With me, as
It
always,
does.
to my left, my right. I don't know. He's to one direction or the other, and whatever it is for me, it's the opposite for you guys. Is the one and only bearded beauty, Mr. Slimch. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I just miss Cassidy is all. But
Well,
I guess I've duplicated myself here, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
We played Echoing Ooze, and you're below
Echo
me.
of Echo of Slim Sheev.
So also, but below me is the one and only bearded beauty, Slimch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid. So we
Put your
doubled up.
faith in the light.
we had to double up on the Slimsh tonight, which I don't think is ever a bad thing. As you guys can see in the unmanned corner, those are the lineups for the All Star Weekend. Team Red, captaining the damn ship, is the one and only Mr. Josaru. We have our bearded beauty, Mr. Slimsh, Mr. Imbolc, Vendi Click, Gideon Echo, and Lemur. And on the blue side, myself steering the boat, the one and only dear Jason, Mr. Verde, who we'll get more into what went down with him in a minute, Mr. Jedi, Hearthstone, and the one and only dinosaur who doesn't know how to play the game, Nubosaurus. Um, so as you guys can see in our schedule, we only have two matches currently listed. Uh, you know, nature of life is real life overrules Hearthstone. Mr. Verde had something come up. Don't worry, we are working on plans to make sure that in bulk and Verde happens. We just don't know exactly when that's going to happen. We're going to see maybe if we can fit it into the lineup somewhere tomorrow night, or we'll come up with plans otherwise to make sure it happens. So, with that being said, Slimch, how is the red side feeling about this evening and coming into? Have you guys talked? Like, what's been going on over there?
Yes, we talked. We did not know who our captain was.
Uh oh, I lost your
It
voice.
wasn't.
I got you back
Oh,
now.
did
You're,
you?
you're good. I got you back now.
It wasn't entirely clear at first that the format was going to be like not extremely competitive decks. So we're like bringing kind of light and fun, maybe like tier 3-ish decks to play. So yeah, we just discussed it. Discussed a lot of fun options that we could bring, and yeah, there should be some interesting stuff. I did not get a chance to talk with Josaru, unfortunately. The captains were decided a little on the late side, but we'll make it happen somehow.
Yeah, speaking for the blue side, we went try hard as far as trying hard to break the meta. Um, oh
Oh
yeah,
there.
oh yeah. So hopefully, there will be beast druids and mech priests galore. We'll see what ends up happening there, though. Definitely want to make it a show of things and entertain the folks that are going to be watching this evening. Um, but here's a question I was thinking about, right? As I was looking at how much we've grown as a league and all these I mean, between the Vicious Syndicate show match, which was a lot of fun, and this past Thursday when we did the Golden Wisp show match, that was also a
Mm-hmm.
great time. And last season's All Stars was fairly successful. I'm hoping that this year's season's All Stars will also be successful. I can't help but to look at like what baseball has done with their All Star game, right? How do we make the games matter for those involved other than just entertainment factor? And the thought kind of just popped into my head. Like honestly, it was about 20 or 30 minutes ago. I don't even think we've spoken about this since it popped into my head. Um,
Nope, definitely not.
it kind of makes me wonder, like, could we put something on the line that is of value enough to make everybody want to win, but not so important that it takes away from the fun of being an all star to like the THL All Star match. Like
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
for baseball they get home field advantage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, here there's really no home field advantage, but it's just an interesting thought moving forward. Do you think that that could be some sort of a possibility? And if so, what would that look like?
Uh, I'm really not sure. Like, there's a few things like in the last season when it was the two casuals, only one casual could stick. Like,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
became the filthy role players. I don't know.
Maybe,
I don't know. Things
maybe
up first.
that
Let's
you
see.
actually just give me an idea, and we'll have to see what
Yeah,
chat thinks about this. And obviously, it has to go through the board and all that.
yeah.
But
That's what came to my mind.
what if the winning conference, right? So like if Red wins, not tonight, but like if Red wins the next time, they get to choose the conference names, and the losing side has to deal with whatever. Like we have filthy role players
Uh,
this season. We have filthy role players this season. You know what I mean? Like fighting for the right to your divisional name, your spirit animal,
right.
if you will.
Spirit animal.
All right, so
We'll
back
see.
to let's backtrack a little bit to I mentioned the Golden Wisp show match, which you got to be a part of. How was
Oh
that
yeah, it
process
was awesome.
playing with Hambo and he's gonna park the cat in the hobby yard?
Yeah, yeah, it was fun. Hamboin's awesome. We got together. We came up with some solid decks to put together, and I actually had played them. The very same decks that we played against the Golden Wisp guys. I played in the Wicked Wednesday tournament, so had a really good feeling on those decks. And yeah, I don't know. He's a really solid player. He's fun to talk through things with. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We're gonna see a lot more of this format. It's
Yeah.
just really, really awesome.
So you're a fan of the format because as I was watching, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like right at the start, I was kind of like, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. But then
Yeah.
as we're bouncing in from channel to channel and listening to, as I said after the match in my extremely inebriated way, uh, it was cool to listen to like how you and Hambone communicated versus how Alec and Hunter communicated,
Yeah.
and the thought process. I really enjoyed it. I do hope we see more of that. And my liver wants to thank you, by the way, for its near death experience come Friday with all those ropes.
Oh yeah, and the anything that never happened.
Dude, if the anything happened, I might have gone to the hospital that night. That was bad.
Oh
Brunson and I were holding it down in chat, drinking too much.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
Um, so I feel like we're doing this in reverse. So we talked about the All Star event, then we went back to Thursday to talk about Golden Wisp, and now
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna ask you about Wednesday with the second. Technically it was the third Wicked Wednesday, but it was the second official Wicked
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah, on Strivewire. Yeah.
Um, what are your thoughts about this
By the way,
experience?
by the way, when's your match getting played?
I don't know. Dance in the lobby down there.
He is.
We might have to figure that out and do something about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you will. But yeah, it was great. It was a little unfortunate with the technical difficulties that were happening, but we made it work. And by the time that Katoda and I got around to playing our finals game, it was working again. And main shout outs to him worked with the Strivewire people to get it all back up and running. So those games are actually they're in there, they're accounted for. So yeah, I won. I got €3 coming to me sometime, which is really cool. So
you
yeah, it
get
was a lot of fun.
you get those 3 O's, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy
definitely
something really nice.
a huge shout out to Mange, man, because a lot of people would have freaked out and just kind of like thrown their hands in the air and been like, "Fuck it, just fuck it." But he managed to keep it going, and I think everybody was happy with the way it ended up. Um, I felt good about my experience with it, especially getting to the bronze match. Which you know what hurts? I'm calling you out. You write dot 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 later. I waited for an hour and a half. I waited for an hour and a half to whoop that ass, and you ran. I was there. Yeah, so suck it. You know what, Jedi? I might be able to make that work. I'm supposed to spend a little time with the missus. They're saying that we should play in place of the missing match tonight. Um, so I'll get at you, Hertz. I got till what? I got till 8 o'clock to figure that out. Really, truly, probably a little later. If I can make it work, I'll throw down tonight. I did wait past my bedtime. I got like 4 hours of sleep that night. So, but here's the other thing I thought was kind of cool. Is we had people involved in the tournament that had never heard of the THL.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Yeah, a lot of unfamiliar faces.
And some of them checked it out and thought about signing up. Others are, not into it, but definitely enjoyed the experience of the tournament. And that's something we can explore in the future, right? So as we get close to that signing point, there's 64 spots I think in each tournament. So if we see that like 34 of them are filled with 2 hours to go, maybe we can explore in the future, opening it up and maybe using it as not only a way to get free agents involved, but maybe some exposure for the league to people that have never heard about it. But
that'd be good. As more participants sign up, the tournaments will go much later, so we might have more things to figure out there. Like this one, even with the 30 some, went quite late. But yeah, I think my first round opponent, I didn't recognize. I went and looked at their Strivewire profile, and it turns out that like the built-in elo system that's within Strivewire, this person was like up there in the 200s, which seemed relatively significant to me. So I was like, okay, this is something different. I don't know who they are. They're not in the THL direct, but I'll play them.
Was it a good time?
Oh yeah, 3 of them.
It's always a good time when you win. Yeah, I looked at my draw and I was like, oh great, comp. Okay. Get through comp. I get through comp, feeling really good about myself. Yeah, let's go. Oh, Alex Straza. Okay.
Oh yeah, you had a tough line to get.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even remember who I played the third round. I think it was one of the dudes that was not. It was that dude from China, V Lee, who had heard. He was one of the randoms.
Oh yeah. One of the randoms for sure.
He was not easy either. And then it'll be Hertz Donut, so I'll clearly take third place on this thing. But definitely.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, you know what, Alex Strauss, that's what you get for trying to bring Murlocs at me. It was absolutely hilarious, man. He literally played every class Murloc. It was great. So, Strivewire has been going well. If you're a free agent that hasn't yet been involved in it, get involved. If you've been playing, please continue to play. The numbers are awesome. And you know what? You could do like what Alex Strauss did. Bring the Murlocs, have a good time. Maybe you actually want to test the deck that you're thinking about bringing week 1 in THL. And, throw that out there. Because when you get through to some of the later rounds, you definitely get the tryhards going. So, like, if you have a deck that you've been considering bringing and you haven't tested it yet, Wicked Wednesday is a great format for that. So definitely sign up if you haven't and try it out. And if you really want to see some breaking meta, tomorrow night, I know we have the schedule up here for tonight. So the way that the All-Star matchup is going to work is that we are going to see these two awesome matches tonight. Possibly myself versus Hertz Donut, depending on if we can work that out or not. And then tomorrow, we're going to see the other 3 matches, which is going to be... oh, God, I got to pick through this now. Slim Shandir, Jason are playing tonight. So it'll be Jedi, Vendy Click, Gideon Echo, Hertz, and then myself and Josru, I believe, are the final match to top it off. You do not want...
if we can sort it out.
You do not want to miss my matchup. Mark my words now. It's going to be...
Beast
No, the Beast Druid is not... Listen. Just listen. There's no Mech Tyson.
Listen.
There's no Beast Druid.
Oh, man.
But there's going to be shenanigans and tomfoolery abound. I accidentally queued into ladder to ranked with one of my... It's stupid. The deck is the dumbest thing I've ever built.
God.
I did not realize that I accidentally built a legit OTK deck. I'm not going to tell you which class it is. But I dealt 42 points of damage in one single turn without even meaning to. So...
What?
Yup.
By accident?
By accident. 42 points.
I accidentally killed the enemy hero.
Yep. I accidentally destroyed your hopes and dreams. So hopefully that won't get banned tomorrow, and I'll get to play it. So I'm really excited for that. Also, because this is a super short tavern talk right now, as we are underneath the 5 minute to go mark to make sure that we get these matches kicked off on time. Um, Wanted to bring up that this Thursday is going to be the official preseason signing, division debut, prediction, tomfoolery shenanigans abound show.
Oh, baby.
If you're a captain who has not yet gotten to me about your pickups, if you have anybody that's not officially reported to the folks collecting the rosters, please make sure they're on there. If you have somebody that you want me to highlight or make a big deal over, also let me know about that. And if you're a captain who would like to stop by to give us a brief 5 to 10 minute, hey, here's our team, we are going to be having multiple guests via Discord, voice only, throughout the show. So anybody that wants to be a part of it, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a lot of fun. And it's supposed to give everybody kind of a look into the league. And if you have anybody that's still sitting on the fence as to whether or not they want to be involved with this league, I think next week's show is going to be a great one to watch. Yeah. So that's my spiel.
Your spiel?
Mm-hmm. So, Mr. Slimsh, I know that we worked really hard tonight. And this was a very demanding show.
I'm exhausted.
I am so tired myself.
Oh my god.
But
if I can get through my match.
The time zones on screen are Eastern Standard Time, folks. So
Always
literally,
Eastern.
we are going to be signing off pretty much right now so that we could get Jedi and those folks the time to get their production up and rolling. So we're not hogging the channel while these matches and the thing you actually want to see tonight get going. So we don't have any official drinking rules for the All-Star event tonight. But what I'm going to ask is that as the event is going on and you notice trends popping up through the matches, that in chat we build our own drinking game and our own rules. Brunson's only allowed to give us one because my liver wants to live. So, Slimsh, parting thoughts after this exhausting show?
I can't even think clearly after this show. No, this All-Star event should be really fun. I can't speak for the decks that your conference is bringing, but we have some exciting ones. I have some decks that are very near and dear to my heart, and some that are just they'll catch people off guard. I think it should be fun.
I can't wait to see them.
Good times.
All right, folks. Enjoy the show. Please also make sure to tune in tomorrow night. We will let you know on the Facebook thread officially what times it's happening at. It's Saturday night. There's no reason for everybody not to get completely wasted while watching this. And go Blue Team.